What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to Blazers Uprise Alive here on a Thursday. Believe it or not, it's not just me. We also got Eric, but we don't got an Eric webcam. I did not check that before we went live, so we're gonna have to get his pretty face up here. Hopefully, you guys are having a good. Hopefully, you guys are having a good Thursday. Let me call Eric again. We'll get him on the stream. And we'll get rolling here today. We're going to talk about Blazer grades. And we're also going to pick 5 games for picks against the spread. 5 final games before the All-Star break. The Blazers are already on their break. And there we go. We got Eric. What's going on, man? How's it going?
Hello, everyone. Happy snow day to everyone in the Portland area or wherever you are if it's snowing there.
Yeah,
but
it's brutal.
the whole city shuts down here when it snows.
Yep, and I live in a hilly area, man, so I'm just stuck at home, stranded, and I hate it. I might try and drive in it after this stream and see how that goes, but that'll be kind of scary, so.
I got forced to leave work early, was told that tomorrow we have off and that it's mandatory to work Saturday. I was like, nah.
Yeah, you're not working Saturday, you just go. How do you even deal with that? So they tell you you're going to work Saturday and you just straight up told them no, and they're like, okay?
I told them that, there was a couple orders at stores that we weren't able to get to today, and so
Yeah.
I told them I'd rather just go in tomorrow and get that done than go in Saturday and do it, so they said that's fine. But, yeah,
Gotcha.
I mean, I was just going to say, what are you going to do, fire me? Like, I already have plans Saturday. I'm not going in, so.
Hey, that's how you step up for yourself, chat. All right, that's how you step up for yourself. Eric's gonna be out there sledding in a big old truck tomorrow. So, yeah, drive safe. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying your Thursdays. Hopefully, you've been enjoying your week. This is our last stream until next Monday. So we'll have 3 days off. We will stream on Monday, and then we'll have another 2 days off. So we're going to go on a little break here. But before we get to that, man, we got picks against the spread. I'm looking forward to this. It's nice when I'm not, like, scrambling last minute to do picks against the spread. That was kind of, that wasn't really the case last Monday. I had a pretty clear mind, and look what happened, Eric. Look what happened. 9-2 day from me. We gotta get the rock music in here. It does not feel right without the rock music. There we go. 9-2 day from your boy. 8-3 day from Crushables. Everybody else, well, chat, you guys went 6-5. Everybody else below 500 on Monday. So I gained some serious ground. I'm back above 500. My deficit behind chat is now single digits again. And I'm trying to work my way up these standings. We had a lot of people like 5 through 10, really close. Got some separation there. And a rough day for Connor at 2-9. Jackson's trying to catch him. And then a lot of 3-8s and 5-6s on there. Eric, your thoughts on the standings? Because normally we don't get your thoughts on the standings.
Well, first of all, Aeromancer wants credit for going 6-5, so there you go, Aeromancer. Nice to see you up there at 5. It's also nice to see 6 people above 500. You other 7 slackers need to catch up.
Yeah, bringing down our record, man. We are 70 games below 500, so that's always a goal collectively. Let's finish at 500 right now. 48.9 win percentage there. We got to do better. And then we also got updated island records on the right. We'll see if we get any islands today with the 5 games that we have. And we should be able to get to them all before the first one tips off, which is always good news. Game number 1. We have the Houston Rockets hosting the Golden State Warriors, and the Rockets are 1-point home favorites.
All right. Brendan wasn't able to do the injuries today. Give me just a second. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh. How? Maybe we won't get to all of them before the first one tips
we
off.
will. I just clicked on the wrong thing and closed it. Give me just a second.
I believe. I fully believe. All right. While we wait for the injury report, We got Golden State for Zach and Brendan.
Where is...
We're going to get all the picks in before we get the injury report. Arrow, Connor, Jackson, Crushables 503, and Steven on the Rockets. All right, what are the injuries, Eric?
They are stalling.
I need to replace this background music with Jeopardy theme music. Look what happens. No Brendan, and we fall apart at the seams.
Yeah, I just wanted to get the latest 7:30 injury report. All right, what game are we on?
Rockets Warriors.
All right, there we go. Kuminga, Gary Payton II out for the Rockets. Tari Eason, Jack McVay, Jabari Smith, Fred VanVleet, and Cody Zeller all out.
I'm a big Rockets believer with Jimmy Butler, so that's what I'm rolling with.
Rockets with Jimmy Butler?
Or big Warriors believer with Jimmy Butler. So, because I picked the Warriors. I think we had an 11v2 in favor of the Bucks over the Warriors on Monday, and I went Warriors, and then they won by like 18. So that was one of the games that I picked up that pretty much everybody else did not. So I'm going to keep letting it ride with Golden State here. We got Trevin going Warriors. We got Javon going Rockets.
I'm going to go Rockets.
All right, Eric's Rockets. And chat, it looks like, is going to be Rockets with 3 votes and 67% of the vote, man. All right. Get your votes in the chat poll. Otherwise, chat might fall off. For those of you who have been voting all year, you're doing a good job.
3 votes? Come on, chat.
3 votes. Although they didn't have a ton of time because I waited until the end of the injury report before I posted the poll. Because it's always funny how people just will immediately vote in the poll without waiting on the injuries. It's always kind of ironic to me. Like, wouldn't you want to know? Doesn't that play a factor? I don't know. It's working for chat, so who am I to judge? Game number 2. We got the New Orleans Pelicans hosting the Sacramento Kings. The Kings are 8-point road favorites.
All right, for the Kings, they're without Devin Carter and Isaiah Crawford. The Pelicans are without Brandon Boston, Keon Brooks, Jamal Cain, Herbert Jones, DeJounte Murray, and Kelly Olynyk. Oh, and Zion Williamson. He was on the next page. All out.
Zion Williamson, too, huh? In that case, I'll just go Kings. If Zion was playing, I was going to feel comfortable going Pelicans here, but... So they got Trey Murphy? Or was he one? He wasn't out, right? It's Trey Murphy versus the world?
Murphy's playing, yeah.
Murphy and Missy.
CJ.
Oh, CJ too. Got a couple players there. All right, we got Kings for Trevin and Javon.
I'm going to take the points and go with the Pelicans.
All right, Eric's going Pelicans.
Oh, they have Bruce Brown now.
True. Connor Steven going Pels as well. We got Sacramento for Zach Jackson. Crushables. As well as 503 and Brendan.
Appreciate everyone getting their picks in today. That's good.
Yeah, pretty smooth little episode it looks like we're going to have here for once. Chat is going Kings, barely 56% of the vote, which makes this a 9v4 in favor of the Sacramento Kings. Game number 3. We got the Dallas Mavericks hosting the Miami Heat. The Heat are 3-point road favorites.
All right, in this one, we have for the Heat, they're without Bam Adebayo, Josh Christopher, Keyshawn Johnson, Kevin Love, Terry Rozier, Drew Smith, Isaiah Stevens, and Andrew Wiggins. Okay, so it leaves Hero. Not named, jeez. For the Mavericks, they're without Anthony Davis, Daniel Gafford, Kyrie Irving, Derek Lively, Caleb Martin, and Dwight Powell. Dude, who the hell is playing in this game?
So you got Spencer
Oh,
Dinwiddie. He
and-
always steps up.
Okay, and Klay Thompson and PJ Washington out as well.
Spencer Dinwiddie versus Tyler Hero and Khalil Ware.
Yeah.
You also have Najee Marshall.
Dante Exum is playing for the Magic. Or
Dante
for the
Exum's
Mavericks.
finally healthy again. Yeah.
Crazy.
You got Jovic and Jaime Jaquez for the Heat. I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, Gafford's not playing either.
Heat for Trevin. Somebody get us the starting lineups in the chat. Javon going Mavs.
Let's see if I...
Mavs for Zach and Brendan. Heat for Arrow Connor Jackson.
Underdog just has the first 2 games.
Who? We don't know that company.
Oh, sorry. I was just seeing who the starters are. So, Mavs available players today. Exum, Max Christie, Najee Marshall, Kessler Edwards, Omax Prosper, Spencer Dinwiddie, Kyler Kelly, Jaden Hardy, and Brandon Williams.
Okay, say that again.
Exum, Christie, Marshall, Kessler Edwards, Omax Prosper, Dinwiddie, Kyler Kelly's are only big. Jaden Hardy and Brandon Williams.
All right. Who are you going with?
The
Heat have a better roster. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Heat too.
All right, chat's going Mavs. 60% of the vote. It's a gross one. It's a gross one. The gross ones are always fun though. Another 9v4. I believe all was the first game a 9v4. Yeah, it was. So another 9v4. All 3 games have been 9v4s this time in favor of the Dallas Mavericks. Game number 4. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves hosting the OKC Thunder. This game on TNT and Max. OKC 10.5 point road favorites.
All right, the Thunder are going to be without Alex Caruso, Ousmane Dieng, AJ Mitchell, Nikola Topic, and Kason Wallace. The Timberwolves are without Mike Conley, Dante DiVincenzo, Jesse Edwards, Rudy Gobert, Julius Randle, and Anthony Edwards is questionable.
So the Thunder have Chet and SGA.
Yes.
All right, I'm going Thunder. Although Kason Wallace is a loss.
I am going to take the Thunder as well.
That's the new Eric pronunciation. Kason.
That's how you say it.
Kason?
Kason.
Don't you say it?
It's Kason. Kason.
Eric.
Kason.
Eric. I'm gonna start saying your name like Eric.
Okay.
Rick. Like Air Jordan, but Air Rick. All right,
Sounds
Trevin
good.
going Thunder. Timberwolves for crushables. Everyone else is Thunder. All right, who is everyone else? Jackson, Connor. Oh boy, I hate this. Javon went Thunder, so that means Zach went Thunder. That means Arrow went Thunder. That means 503 went Thunder. That means Steven went Thunder. That means Brendan went Thunder. If I messed anything up, oh well. Everyone except for Crush. All right, we got a Crush Island. This is a 12v1 in favor of the OKC Thunder, which means we're all going to get this game wrong. GG's.
Nasri gonna go cray-cray.
Yeah, Nasri going to go off. All right. Final game. Game number 5, we got the Utah Jazz hosting the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers 9.5 point road favorites.
All right, in this one we have... For the Clippers, they are without Drew Eubanks, Trenton Flowers, and Kawhi Leonard. Amir Coffey, questionable. For the Jazz, they have out of this game Jordan Clarkson, Elijah Harkless, Taylor Hendricks, Walker Kessler, KJ Martin, Colin Sexton, and Oscar Sheboy. I thought KJ Martin got traded to the Raptors for some reason. I guess not. I am gonna go. Tori's muted. I'm gonna go.
Oh, I've been muted? I said we're waiting on Eric.
I'm gonna go Jazz.
Alright, Eric is going with the Jazz. Javon is going with the Jazz, which makes this a 7v6. Our version of a split vote this year in favor of the LA Clippers. Alrighty. It's time for double downs. I'm just going to double down on the OKC Thunder. If I get screwed, we all get screwed together. Alright? That's the motto that I live my life by. Alright?
What a good wingman. Trying to get everyone screwed.
Javon wants to get screwed with me, so there we go. We got OKC for Javon.
Do you guys appreciate that, chat?
Be better. Alright, Javon, that's too far. I'm removing that comment. How dare you? Arrows going Clippers. Connor Rockets. Eric's on a phone call. Jackson's gonna go Thunder again. What's up, Jordan? Feels like I haven't seen you in forever, Jordan. Alright, we got Jazz for Crushables. Steven Rockets. Brendan Thunder. .503 went Heat. We got 3 minutes until the first tip-off time. Can we actually finish a segment before the first tip-off time? We got Jazz for Zach with an LOL at the end for some reason. All right, Trevin. We got Kings. And it's funny because, you know, we have Eric for an episode of Picks Against the Spread, but we don't really have him. He's, who knows who he's on the phone with. Very important business stuff going on. He's picking his double down in chat because it's so important. We got Heat for Eric. Then what was chat's double down? We got Clippers and Thunder at 77%, Mavericks 63, Kings 55, Rockets 66. Oh, great. We got to do a chat poll between Clippers and the Thunder.
Bro.
What?
That was my mom. She just got a call from the police saying that I was in an accident and they put me on the phone crying, saying, "Mom, help," and all this stuff.
Yeah, that's a scammer of some
I'm
sort.
like, Mom, you're literally, I saw her in chat, I'm like, you're literally watching me live on YouTube. I'm like, oh, how would you fall for that? But she's all crying and upset because it sounded like me or something. But yeah.
Oh, no. Oh,
wow, that's sophisticated
it
scam.
sounded like you?
Yeah, she said it sounded just like me, and she was like, knew I was on screen, but like, she didn't understand like what was going on. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, block that number.
Yeah.
Yeah, block that number. All right, we got Thunder and we got Clippers.
That's like how they do like sex trafficking and stuff. They tell kids that they have their parents or something and that they'll kill them or
Yeah.
something if they don't go with them or something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's messed up stuff. Sophisticated stuff, man, with deep fakes and AI voiceovers and that sort of stuff.
Oh, what if they got my voice from the show?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to make sure that, yeah. See, that's why you just gotta have like a secret word
Yeah.
or something. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I always tell my kids, like, don't ever believe any of that stuff. Just don't believe it.
Has any of the games tipped off? Our goal was to finish it, and then we got derailed. Somebody out there really tried to mess it up. Yeah, it's 5-11. Oh, man.
We got everything in.
No, I gotta run through the picks. So we got, for some reason, Crushable's square is, like, different than Zach's, even though it's the same exact logo. Don't really understand why. But we got 5 on the Thunder, myself, Jackson, Javon, Chat, and Brendan. We got 2 on the Rockets, Connor and Steven. We got 2 on the Heat, Eric and 503. We got 2 on the Jazz, Zach and Crushables. And then we got Trevin by himself on the Kings and Arrow by himself on the Clippers. And that concludes picks against the spread.
Nice shot.
Thank you. Good job, everyone. All right. We're going to grade Blazer players. And then we're going to wrap up the stream, okay? We're going to wrap up the stream. We'll run through some... Hold on, let me... Sorry, 1 second. Where'd I put my phone? There's my phone. All right. We're going to run through some different Blazers players. Just ones that have played enough minutes to grade them this year. And we're going to give them a grade and chat. We're going to do a chat poll. And you guys can grade them as well. So this should be fun. I'm looking forward to this. All right. Chat, who do you want us to start with? First name I see in chat, that is who we'll start with. All right. All right. I see Aiton. Because 2 is not his name. Nope. It's not his name.
Wow.
It's not his name. Not his name.
Wow, Tori.
I said I see his name, not his nickname. That's cheating. That's 3 letters. That's why he got it in first, because he shortened it.
Well, only one person put a full name.
True, but full last name, full first name. All right. Use jersey number small to great.
That's not a bad idea.
Let's just start with the starters, and we'll start with Aiton. Grade 8 so far this season. Eric, you start since I'm the Aiton hater.
Yeah.
Should I go B C D? Should I go A B C D and F, or should I go A B C and then D and F?
I would put D and F together.
Together, all right.
Because not a lot of people say D. I don't know.
Not a lot, but some might.
Yeah.
What are you grading them?
If you want to choose D or F, just say so in the chat. So Aiton's playing exactly the way everyone knows he plays. I mean, he's had his ups and downs, some really good games, some really bad games, some moments where he hasn't showed up, some moments where he shows effort and looks like an all-star level player. So he is what he is, and so that's always a C for me. It's not necessarily his fault that he's on this team and on this roster, so he's playing exactly who he is, so I can't give him like a negative grade, but I can't give him a positive grade either, so just straight C for me.
Yep, I'm going to look at things statistically, all right? So per 100 possessions, his scoring is down by a couple points, his rebounding is down by half a board, his assists up 0.1. His turnovers up 0.1. His fouls up by 0.6. That's actually like a pretty meaningful amount. His efficiency, true shooting percentage, down from 58.7 to 58.3. So basically right in line with what he did last year. But I think his defense has been a little bit worse, and I think just competing on the glass, he's been a little bit worse. And I think everything else has been relatively the same as it was last year. So, I think like the benchmark for me is going to be like a B-. That's going to be like, you're meeting expectations, right? Or like sustaining what you did last year if you're a vet. For Ayton, I think he's been a little worse this year. I think the energy issues at the start of this season were very frustrating. I am going to give him... I'm going to give him a C. I'll be nicer. I won't give him a C-. I'll give him a C. Chat, 63% give him a C. What'd you say you give him again? Because I completely blanked thinking about what I was going to give him. You gave him a C as well? Yeah, I mean, he's like the definition of a C grade, I think, right there.
Yep.
Alrighty. Now, let's just get to the other highly...
Wow, what is that?
That is a motorbike out in the snow, out in front of my house.
Wow.
So, yeah. Anyway, shout out to that person enjoying the snow. All right, we're going to grade Jeremy Grant. All right, we're going to do B, C, or A, B, C, D, and F. I'm gonna start since you started the last one.
Mm-hmm.
I just straight up give him a D. I think the only thing that's stopping me from giving him an F is he's still shooting 37% from 3 and almost 86% from the free throw line. So at least he's been solid there. But like inside the arc, he's been absolutely terrible this year. His scoring is down massively. We already know he doesn't pass, he doesn't rebound. Defensively, he's had some good moments lately. That's the only other thing keeping it off an F for me. That's basically just the fact that he's still making some threes and playing some defense is why it's a D and not worse, because it's been brutal for him. What would you say, Eric?
Yeah, I'd probably say D+. Just numbers all across the board down from last year. Just been a disappointment. You were hoping he could at least be somewhat respectable like last year. And while he has cut down on the ISO crap and the stunting of the offense, I don't think he's done enough shooting the ball wise with how good a looks he's been getting this year and stuff like that. What that last game he played in, he had so many open threes at the beginning, was like breaking all of them. And so yeah, I just expected him to at least put up similar numbers and not have a fall off last year. Maybe not as many points because we have some better scorers this year, but in terms of shooting percentages and all the other counting stats should be at least the same. And I'm just kind of disappointed that it's not.
Alrighty, chat, 48% D, 35% F, 9% gave him an A/B. I want to know who those people are who gave him an A/B. All right, next we'll grade Denny Avdia. All right. So let me get this poll going. Eric, you can start. What do you grade Denny on the season?
I'm going to give Denny a B. He gets the bump up from a C simply because at times he's been our best player. Can't give him an A because he has had some points, including the beginning of the season and a couple games recently where he's really struggled shooting the ball. But overall, he's been pretty consistent outside of those stretches and has been good on both ends. So got to give him a B for me.
I gotta give him an A-. This team is noticeably better when he plays. He struggled at the start of the year, but that was him adjusting to a new situation, so I give him some leeway there. And then now he's dealing with the wrist ailment that seems to be affecting his shooting, so I'm gonna give him also a little bit of leeway there. That stretch in between, which is a pretty decently sized sample, he has been the Blazers' best player. His efficiency is pretty close to last year, 3-point shooting down a little bit, but he's getting to the free throw line even more, so his efficiency is pretty equal. Like a lot of his numbers are pretty similar to last year. He is scoring the ball at a little higher rate, and I think maybe being even a little bit more aggressive. So I think, his seasonal numbers are right in line with last year, with him adjusting early and then him dealing with this wrist thing. That period of time in between, like, he was insanely impressive, and I'm going to base him a little bit more off that. So that's why I'm going to give him an A-.
All right.
Chat, we got 46% A, 42% B, 8% C, 4% D, or F.
Must have those people that just want to be different.
Yeah. Yep. There's going to be those people. All right, let's grade Tumani.
All right, your turn.
All right, let me get this poll. Okay, let me get this poll real quick. All right, chat, there's your poll. I give Tumani a B+. I give Tumani a B+. He has been very, very good this year, but I expected a lot out of Tumani this year. He's been up and down with his shooting pretty much the entire year. On the season, he's 35.6%. We like that. There's still a lot of times where teams just kind of dare him to shoot, but his shooting is about what I expected from him this year. The defense is phenomenal. We know that. His defense is great. Rebounds the ball pretty well for a guy that starts at the 2, plays some 3. I think the thing that's keeping it off an A for me is just hoping to see a little bit more self-creation, a little bit more consistently. Also, I was hoping for maybe a slightly bigger passing jump. He's averaging 2 assists a game, but he had some real flashes last year and still is showing real flashes right now, like being able to pass the ball. I was just, if I was going to give him an A, he needed to really exceed in a particular area. And right now he's just doing really well in the areas I expected him to do really well in. So for me, that is a B+.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. B+ for me as well. If he would have, what's his free throw percentage at right now? Or 3-point, sorry.
35.6.
Yeah, if it was, a little closer to what it was earlier in the season when he was shooting better, would have been an A for sure. Obviously, he's been an all-defensive type player on that end this year outside of a few games, so that bumps him way up for that, but still has a little bit of work to do to be a little more consistent on offense. But, you can have asked for much better of a second season out of Tumani than we're getting, so definitely B+ for me.
Yeah, and once again, we must reiterate that this is based on expectations, okay? If Jabari Walker was having the season Tumani Kamara is, he would get an A+++. Mm-hmm. But so it's based off expectations going in. All right, let's move on. This is going to be a real interesting one. And I'm glad that you get to start this one. All right, we're going to grade Anthony Simons. All right. I don't even know if to do A/B or D/F with this one. I think I'll do D/F. Yeah. That's what we'll do. Eric, what grade do you give him?
So, if you would have said this earlier in the season, it would have been a definite F for me. If you compare his numbers to last year, they're getting very similar. So he's quietly gotten it back on track. It's just he is shooting almost 3 field goals less per game, which accounts for the 4-point scoring differential. So he's secretly been just as good as last year, or for the last couple months, and So yeah, I'd probably give him like a C minus now. Still disappointed that we're talking about just being slightly less than last year. But good on him for at least getting his season back on track, I guess, because it was a disaster earlier in the season.
Yeah, I mean, he struggled with his mental stuff at the start of the season. He's been much better since, much more like himself since. I actually think like his scoring being down is not something I'm going to dock him for, because there's times where like Scoot has it going or Sharp has it going, and he's doing a good job of what people want out of him, which is to let those guys have the ball in their hands and kind of like step out of their way. So I don't think the fact that his scoring's down a little bit or assists are down a little bit should be used against him. Efficiency right in line. I was hoping for a little bit of a jump though, so I got to go lower than my benchmark of B minus. I got to go with a C for him. The defense, we knew it was going to be bad. Like efficiency, like he hasn't really taken a step, but on the season, I don't think he's really taken much of a step back, other than letting other guys like have the ball a little bit more and isolating a little bit less, which can be seen as maybe a positive for some people. So I think C is a very fair grade for him.
Yep.
All right. So now that's like all the regular starters.
Now our sixth man, Tori.
You want to do Scoot next? Scoot's gonna be the funnest one, man. I think.
Or do you want to save him for last?
We can save him for last. Let's grade Shaden Sharp.
All right.
Should I go A/B or D/F?
Probably do D/F.
All right. So you start with this one. Or no, did you start with the last one?
I started with Anthony, so it's your turn.
Oh, boy. All right. All right. Let's... Has he been more or less disappointing than Anthony Simons this season? Probably less, but by how much? So, per 36 minutes, scoring up from 17 to 20 points per game, rebounds down from 5.4 to 4.5, assists down from 3.2 to 2.9, turnovers kind of right in line with that, down from 2.4 to 2.2 per 36 minutes to keep, the minutes even. He's shooting much better from 2, 8.5 percentage points better from 2. He's shooting worse from 3, and he's shooting a higher volume of threes. Well, not relative to field goals, but he's shooting 7.3 threes per 36. The thing we wanted to see was a little bit more consistency. I think we've gotten a little bit more consistency. That got kind of messed up by his role getting changed. I think his defense has been pretty bad this year. Efficiency, 54 true shooting percentage is not great. I don't think he's exceeded my expectations. I think he's kind of right in line with my expectations. So this is kind of the season I expected out of Sharp, so I'm going to give him a B minus. That's my benchmark. He's had some really good moments. He's shown some things. The improvement from 2 is nice. He still struggles from 3. So, yeah, B minus from me.
All right, I'm going to give him a C. I am disappointed that the move to the bench hasn't really sparked like a competitive fire in him to... he's had some good defensive moments since he got benched, but it's just kind of disappointed that we're talking about him being benched at some point this season for effort issues on defense, which is something that is controllable by that individual no matter what the situation is. So for me, that's really disappointing. I feel like he's on the verge of breaking out like once a week, yeah. It just feels like he's ready to burst, and then it just doesn't happen. So until it does happen, I think I'm just gonna have to keep my emotions and grade even just like his emotions on the court, and just say it's not too high, it's not too low. Yeah, he's teasing us, yeah. So hopefully that jump is still to come. I mean, he's got the skill set to be that player that takes a huge jump at some point. Yeah. Just kind of waiting for it to happen. So until it does, I don't want to give him too high or too low of a grade. He's just a good player, and that's about it.
49% of chat give him a C, so I don't want to be ever called a Sharp hater again. I give him a higher grade than chat and you. Just kidding. All right. So, Sharp. Let's go with Donovan Klingen. This is going to be a fun one. All right. I went first on the last time, so you go first with Klingen.
Clayton has had his moments this year where he looked really good. He's also had his moments this year where he looked on the verge of kind of being unplayable / immobile and just really slow. I don't know how much of that has been conditioning and injuries throughout the year. But when he's been given minutes and an opportunity, I've been impressed with how well he controls the paint on defense for being a rookie center. So I think I'm going to give him like a B minus, just kind of in line with what I thought. He's had some bigger games like last night than I thought he would have this year. I thought he'd be just kind of more like a 8-8 Zach Collins first couple years type, at least in terms of like counting stats. But been really impressed with the way he is able to get to some shots and block them. That we haven't had a center that has been able to do that in a long time. So he's kind of put to bed some of my concerns about his immobility in terms of getting to shots. So yeah, B minus for me.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a B. Matt Cardell says C for poor conditioning. We knew his conditioning was going to be something he needed to work on when he got into the league, okay? So I'm not going to dock him for that. The finishing around the rim, we knew it was going to be a work in progress, right? And he's finishing plays well when he's right at the rim. He's doing a lot of little stuff well. We knew that. I'm going to give him a B. You said B/B minus. You didn't actually give him a specific grade.
Fine, B.
All right, we'll both give him a B. I give him a B because this is about what I expected. I think his defense is maybe a little bit more dominant than I thought it'd be his rookie season, so that's why it's a step above the B minus benchmark I'm setting. So B for Klingen. Chat agrees 61%, 25% say C. Robert Williams, I feel like hasn't played enough to grade him. Right? Would you agree with that?
I mean, he was healthy at the trade deadline. That was as much as we could have hoped for. He's had some good moments, but yeah, I agree.
Incomplete grade for him. Same thing with Jabari. Same thing with like Doo-Wop and guys that haven't played. Has Chris Murray played enough to grade him?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's the only other guy, right?
Yeah. Banton?
Oh, Banton too, yeah.
All right, should I do A/B for Chris?
Yeah.
All right. I gotta go first. I give him... How negative do I want to be? I give him a D because to me he hasn't shown like any improvement. At least in the areas that really matter to me. I mean, like the biggest area is the 3-point shot. The fact that he's shooting still under 28% from 3 and he's shooting 42% from the free throw line, 16 for 38 now is just really, really bad sign for him as a shooter. And he's doing some other nice things, but he did other little nice things his rookie year, man. I just want to see more growth, like either moving better or doing a little bit more. And the main thing that matters, I think, for him is the 3-point shooting, and he's still really, really bad. Can't make free throws, so I'm disappointed. I give him a D.
All right, I'm going to give him a C. I feel like he has improved on those little things in my mind. His field goal percentage in general is up over 5%. even though his 3-point shot has only improved by a percentage point. His free throws obviously have been disgusting when he gets there. But yeah, I feel like he is contributing a little bit more on offense, despite not being able to shoot threes. His drives to the basket and just his knack for kind of getting a timely offensive rebound when he plays or whatever. I think he has done enough of little things where I'm not going to be like, oh man, he sucks. Because once again, he shouldn't be playing at all.
Yeah. I don't think he's contributing to the offense in a positive way on a night in night out basis. 50.9 true shooting percentage. Not much of a playmaker. His field goal percentage is up. His 2-point percentage is up a little bit, but when he drives and gets fouled, it's actually very inefficient because he's shooting 42% from the free throw line. So just very inefficient this year. And he shouldn't be. He should be improving upon that. His 3-point shot is the biggest hang up for me, and that's just a major disappointment. I thought he'd maybe take a little bit of a step this year, and he has not. Chat, 40% say C, 20% say A/B, 24% say D. I'm curious who said A/B. 16% say F, so kind of wide-ranging grades there. 40% said D or F, 40% said C is basically where we're at there. So kind of right in line with what me and Eric were saying as well. All right, so do we want to grade Banton?
Probably not. It's probably going to be
chat, you can grade him if you want to in chat. I mean, he is what he is. He's literally exactly what I thought. C+, you know what I mean? He's exactly what he is. All right, so anybody else other than Scoot?
No, I think that's it, unless we're forgetting someone. I don't think we're forgetting someone.
No, I don't think we are either. All right, grade Scoot, Henderson. I went first last time, so it's your turn now.
All right. I'm going to give Scoot an A-. I think he has improved a lot over last year. And obviously, if we're going to talk about expectations, he's, gone from having extremely high expectations to this year having a lot lower expectations heading into the season. And I think he's blown those through the door. Myself personally, was just hoping he'd look playable enough this year, and he's gone above and beyond that. So I think an A grade is justified here. He's still not awesome. So I can't give him an A+ or anything like that. But just in terms of expectations and how he's played, he's completely changed my mind and some of the concerns I had on him. And at this point in his career, couldn't have asked for much more this season than to be okay, he definitely could be our point guard of the future now, when I didn't know if that was the case heading into the season.
Yeah, it's funny because I had a lot higher expectations, but I'm still going to give him a higher grade. I'm just going to give him a flat-out A because while I did have higher expectations, I don't think anyone could have realistically expected him to improve more than he has in the past year. So the defense, much better. Active effort on that end, much better. He's averaging more assists per 100 possessions. His turnovers are down by 1.1 over 100 possessions with that rise in assists. So the playmaking is getting better. Controlling the game is getting better. 3-point percentage up 4 percentage points from 32.5 to 36.5, and his shot looks really smooth. His 2-point percentage up from 41.6 to 48.1, so that is 6.5 percentage points there. Just improvement all across the board. True shooting percentage up from 48.9 to 55.7. It's funny because his efficiency is almost identical to Simons's, and we would have definitely taken that coming into the year, and it's above Sharp's. So after having an incredibly inefficient rookie season, his efficiency is up, and a lot of it's he struggled still to start this year. So he's been so good the past couple of months that he has made up that rough start to the year, man. Like, he's playing even better than his season numbers indicate if you just look at the past couple of months. So he's been really, really good. He gets an A grade from me. Chat is 50% give him an A, 35% give him a B, 15% give him a C. I don't know how you could possibly give him a C, but Scoot has his haters for some reason. At least nobody gave him a D or an F. So we will take it. We will take it. All right. Those are our grades for the Portland Trailblazers this season. Let us know what you think in the comment section after the stream is done, if you're watching it back after, or in the live chat. And that's going to be a wrap for this episode. We'll be live again on Monday. Eric, do you have anything else you want to...
No, thanks everyone for watching. Just got called at school here, got canceled again tomorrow, so kids are excited. And so like I said, stay safe if you're in the Portland area. We hope to see you guys Monday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the All-Star break. And I know Tori and I will probably enjoy a little bit of a recharge, right?
Yeah, it's going to be nice, man. The trade deadline's always stressful. This week's been nice just to not have to do as much. And then, only one stream for the next week is going to be a nice opportunity to recharge. So looking forward to it. But anyway, appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully you have a good weekend. Have a good All-Star break. We'll see you live again Monday night at about 9 or 9:30. Might be here, might be on the main channel. Haven't decided yet. Shout out to BetUS. Good luck to everybody in picks against the spread. And enjoy All-Star weekend. We are out of here. Stay safe in the snow. Have fun in the snow if you want to, if you're up here in the Northwest. Finally got some snow after getting teased last week that we were going to get some and didn't. Now I'm staring out my window at people shoveling snow right now. So, enjoy that and have a good rest of your Thursday. Until next time, as always, peace out. Go Blazers.